What is up, guys and gals? We interrupt the regularly scheduled programming for a special edition Brandoncoin Turkey edition. So I first want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the U.S. and anybody outside the U.S. that does support and celebrate Thanksgiving. It's all about getting up with family, having a good time, enjoying it all. So obviously I'm recording this earlier in the day because I'm about to leave, and I do a lot of traveling for Thanksgiving because my family's a little spread out. So I probably won't make it back home until very, very late. But I'll see y'all on the Discord later on tonight. But for this video, I just kind of wanted to go into like the coins that I'm holding and what I'm kind of like mining and that thing. So this is my top 5 coins that I'm going to be holding throughout this bear market, and also continually mining, potentially trying to do a little bit of day trading. Some of the guys in the Discord are convincing me to you know, dip my toes in the proverbial waters of some day trading, because you can make a lot of money with day trading. It's absolutely possible to make quite a bit more than mining. But I'm just nervous because I've been burned a couple times just because I was inexperienced. But we're not going to touch on that today. And I just want to say this is not financial advice, because you gotta say that nowadays because people will just take this stuff way too seriously. This is just what I'm holding in no particular order, in no particular form or fashion. I'm gonna go through it and kind of explain what, when, where, why, blah blah blah. So the first one I want to start off with is, let me bring it up right here. But bam, Ether 1. I've done a couple guides on Ether 1, how to mine it like through Windows, how to mine it through SMOS, also getting an Ether 1 master node, that kind of thing. Ether 1 is a solid project that looks to have a lot more than just trying to replace currency. That's not their objective, which I kind of hate when you have like a cookie cutter currency that like doesn't shine in any area, and it's just like, we're here, we're gonna replace currency, and we're fast and we're private. It seems like every currency, we're fast and we're private and we're just here, and yeah, buy it. So Ether 1 is actually the totally opposite. They want to build in, they're having all these master nodes, and on the back end of the master nodes, a lot of people were like, why does it require so much system resources for their master nodes? And that's because later on they're rolling out, they're going to do back-end content hosting and stuff on the master nodes. It's actually giving more purpose to these master nodes, and it's going to work together with the proof of work and also the master node system all together. Obviously it's a no ICO, no pre-mine. It's straight ETH hash algorithm. So if you get 30 mega hash on Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, you're going to get 30 mega hash on Ether 1. But it does have a smaller DAG file, so you can mine this on 2 GB cards still. I'm mining it on some 1052 gigs every now and then. I jump on and off the network. Right now the network is still relatively small. If you jump over on the network, you'll see, compared to some of the big boy coins, well, this page does not report. Well, it's not loading. Oh, there we go. Where we at? Okay, they changed it around a little bit. Difficulty's actually going down. Difficulty's going down on everything. Average block time 13.5 seconds. Last block 42 seconds ago. Anyway, they're doing good. Good coin. I'm holding on to it. I do have a coin goal of I want to try to mine up about 50,000 of these. I'd say maybe a little over halfway. I'm getting close. And I don't want to tie, this is outside of a master node. I want to have 50,000 of this liquid, which means just sitting there ready to buy it and resell it and day trade it, because that's what I'm going to start doing with a lot of my coins. I've started out with another coin, I'll get to that later, but I do want to have about 50,000 of these liquid before the end of next year, which a lot of people have asked me, when do you think the bull market is going to come back? I think we're looking at potentially the back half of next year. So I'm going to give myself a good 6-12 months to acquire these, and that's just my goal for that. Obviously, that doesn't mean you need to get that many or anything like that. Just, you know, I'm looking long term. Now, on to the next one is Aeon. And this is another coin that is not just trying to be a replacement for currency and not just, you know, oh, we're private or oh, we're this, oh, we're that. As their words, they're a multi-tier system designed to address unsolved questions of scalability and interoperability in blockchain networks. So they're trying to make like different blockchains work together. I'm not the best technical terms and all that kind of stuff. But I do know that they're kind of like an Ethereum. You know, they got contracts and you have tokens built onto it. But one of the big things that swayed me into looking at Aeon is Windminer actually doing their token sale through Aeon on the Aeon network. And Windminer is a company and a program that I not only use but have continually used and kind of believe in. So if they believe in Aeon enough to step out there and use their products and use their system, then I believe in it. I'm setting myself a goal somewhere between maybe 500 and 1,000 coins before the end of next year. It's definitely not going to be as big of a hold as some of my other goals, but I do want to have my hand in this pot or in this jar because I think Aeon is going to definitely go somewhere, and I would kick myself in the butt if, you know, I thought about it, I wanted to mine it, but I never did. And that's probably half of the battle coming up through this bear market of basically break-even profits. Is we're gonna have to get out there and mine some other coins we're not comfortable with, and try some stuff. Don't just go out and mine a bunch of junk coins by any means. You know, you got to look into them and you got to feel comfortable with them and that kind of thing. But yeah, Aeon's on my list. So now jumping to the next one down the line. Ethereum Classic. So ethereumclassic.org. Ethereum Classic, obviously it was the original Ethereum. The reason why I'm mining up Ethereum Classic and holding it literally mainly is because the value of it is so far down. I think we're like at a $5 Ethereum Classic right now. I think it's undervalued at that. There's just way too much money in Ethereum Classic for it to stay down that low. Am I gonna long-term hold this? I'd probably sell this off once we get back up to the $20 range. Sell off a majority. I'm looking to get somewhere between 200 to 500 coins before the next bull run, maybe by the end of next year. But you know, do I necessarily think Ethereum Classic is going to be like the next end-all coin? No. It's just definitely a coin that it's got a lot of mainstream adoption now that it's on Coinbase. You know, Coinbase Pro brought it in, and now it's on Coinbase, and it's in front of a lot of people. So when the next bull run happens, and they see, oh man, I can get Ethereum Classic for like $5, $10. Let me buy one of those instead of buying an Ethereum for who knows how much. It's just it's common logic. Like when people get on Coinbase and they know nothing about it, oh, I can get one of these coins for $5, or you know, I can get 0.00005 for $5. I'm gonna get a whole coin this time, and I might get one of those next time. So I think Ethereum Classic is a good mine, a good hold, and the difficulty on it is tanking right now. So you can absolutely stack a lot more coins than we were getting just a couple months ago. So yeah, boom, Ethereum Classic. The fourth one out of the list is Litecoin. Litecoin really doesn't have like any secret sauce. It's got a couple good things about it. It's been around for like freaking forever. You know, it's almost as old as Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin was the first one, but you know, Litecoin's been around for a long time. The price has been way up on it, and now it's coming way back down. It's in the $40 range last time I looked at it. It's obviously, I think it's going to go down quite a bit more, but mining a little bit of Litecoin and day trading it and potentially just holding on to it, I think is a good option, just because, like I said with the Ethereum Classic, it's a mainstream coin. It's in front of a lot of people's faces. It's not some like high profile, high dollar, multi-$1,000, you know, gold Bitcoin. And I actually like transferring my money through Litecoin, because transferring money through Litecoin is fast. Like, and it's relatively low fees. So Litecoin has been here long enough to be able to just stand there and kind of say, yeah, we're a currency, use it. Like they can get away with saying that. Now, like when we have new coins come on the spot and they're like, yeah, we're a new currency, use us. We have, you know, no background and no this and no that, but use us. I'm not so much privy with them, but Litecoin's been here, it's around. I'm gonna definitely mine some of them up. Now my coin goal for Litecoin, because everybody asks me, what's your coin goal? How many coins do you want to get on this and that? Litecoin, I'm probably looking to get, I'd love to break 100 Litecoin before the end of next year. The reason why I'm not able to get as high of a coin goal, not only because the difficulty is high on them, but the only thing I currently have that can mine Litecoin is I have that little Antminer L3, courtesy of the Technicals. Thank you again, the Technicals. He's letting me use that throughout the winter time. I have it at a remote location giving heat for somebody else, so they're not charging me electricity. And everybody's greasing everybody's wheels, so to speak. And I have my little USB miner. So I do want to end up buying one of the Apollo miners from FutureBit. So if anybody from FutureBit, or if FutureBit is watching, man, I'd love to get hooked up on one of those early access Apollo miners. I know they haven't shipped out yet, but I would do you up a sweet, awesome video in Brandoncoin fashion of getting one of those. I'd love to buy one. Just give me the chance to buy one. But I'd like to get some of those because they're ultra energy efficient, and that would bump up my hash rate on Litecoin. I believe they're like 100 to 150 mega hash, and they're a little tiny unit that's like self-contained. So I'd like to add some more options for mining, some script, some Litecoin. But right now there's just not a lot of that make any, like, they lose money. You don't just lose money at a small scale. To mine Litecoin, you lose money pretty big. Throughout the wintertime, you can offset it with the amount of heat that they're pumping off, but man, it's going to be hard to justify it in the summertime. So I'm setting my coin goal a little bit lower. Now, the last and final one. A lot of people are a lot of controversy over this, but micro Bitcoin. And a lot of people are like, oh, they have nothing special about it. It's just a shit coin. It's a crap coin. It's not going anywhere. There's a couple things that I want to note about micro Bitcoin, and let me just bring up CoinMarketCap. One of the biggest things that I look at and see on micro Bitcoin, if I could type, that would be great, is micro Bitcoin has some daggone volume. Like, look at this, 800,000 in the last 24 hours, and that's not anything out of the ordinary. I mean, it only had a 1%, rise in value. Micro Bitcoin's volume 99% of the time is well over a couple $100,000 every day. And I mean, this is a new coin on the spot. They're still doing, a lot of block upgrades and tweaking and tuning, and they weren't even planning on going to exchanges yet. Exchanges were picking them up. Small exchanges being like, oh yeah, you can come to us and do micro Bitcoin. And micro Bitcoin's just like, okay, well, we're here. It's not anything they can control. So, micro Bitcoin in the beginning was a super low difficulty coin. The difficulty is up on it right now, but I do have a feeling that it will be going back down due to the fact of in profitability. Times that right now, nothing's profitable to mine really. Everything's kind of going in the crapper. But the fact that you can stick a couple graphics cards on this, NVIDIA cards love these. For example, my cousin, I actually set up his 1050 Ti to mine some micro Bitcoin just speculatively, and he stacked up like over 10,000 micro Bitcoin on one graphics card in the course of a couple weeks, maybe a month. But it hasn't really affected his electricity bill on any noticeable level. So if you only had one or two graphics cards and you were asking me what should I mine, long term, do you think might actually turn into something? Right now, micro Bitcoin's only 7 Satoshis, but I believe this coin definitely should be up in the 20 to 30 Satoshi range. And all it takes is a little bit of FOMO and a little bit of information to get out there, and it could explode up in value. So this is my most speculative pick out of all of them. If I could talk, speculative pick, most speculative pick out of all of them. Is definitely micro Bitcoin. This is the lottery pick, as I would call it. So right now, I did the profitability on the 1050 Ti to mine it actually yesterday, and it was only making about 15 cents a day. And when you compare that to what a 1050 Ti could be making on like Ethereum Classic, for example, it's like in the 20 cents range. So it's definitely under profitable. But if you consider the fact that it could not only, more than triple in price right now and still be in a livable range, it may be something good to put your hands on, especially if you have some lower power cards. You can stick some older and lower power cards and still get a lot of coins. A lot of people tell me, they're like, I want to mine Ethereum, but I only have like one 1060, and it takes forever to get a payout. And now it's actually taking forever on, even like if you use NiceHash. Well, the great thing about micro Bitcoin is, like if you use the subscriber pool, plug for the subscriber pool, subscriberpool.com, they have actually a really good miner base for micro Bitcoin. They get constant blocks all the time, and the payout's only 1 coin. And 1 coin being worth, 7 Satoshis, each block you may get 20, 30 coins. So you'll get a payout every day, multiple times a day, on even just one graphics card. And that is a satisfying feeling to get, multiple payouts a day, just to see it rolling in, see you're making some kind of progress. But I did want to jump back over micro Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, they did some kind of difficulty update. They're going to do a half-life at 1,500,000, which is quite a bit. I think we're looking at another year before it half-lifes. They do have a web wallet now. The Android wallet is on the Google Play Store, so it is, verified or whatever. And now they're working on the iOS wallet to go into the Apple App Store. They got the Explorer paper wallets up. They are on 5 different exchanges right now. The exchange I use is BitOnBay, and it is actually notable that the BitOnBay exchange is not even included in this 24-hour volume. So I mean, this coin is being traded at well over probably $1 million in the last 24 hours, which is crazy for a crap coin that nobody thinks is going anywhere. Now the mining pools it's on, subscriber pool, bam, right there at the top, first one. It was first one on the scene, and a lot of people in the beginning, if you mined it when I first made my first YouTube video about it, I had a friend actually that had a GTX 960, made like 100,000 coins in a week. That's because the difficulty was just so low. Let's actually check on the difficulty before we end this video. I'm actually curious about it. Let's see here. Let's go to Explorers. Where are we at? If it'll load, micro Bitcoin. So micro Bitcoin, we come over here. The difficulty is at 12,000, and the current net hash is 899 gigahash. So you'll see a lot of coins pop up and pop down and that kind of stuff, but the amount of miners that micro Bitcoin has been able to support for this amount of time is still unreal. Hana Coin's got 34 gigahash, and people were considering Hana Coin like a legitimate mine. What else? Jin Coin, that's one of those masternode coins, 186 gigahash. It's just tons of people on here mining it. Micro Bitcoin also mega hash to equivalent to like other algorithms. It's really similar to ETH hash. So like a 1060 gets about 20-ish mega hash, where on an ETH hash it gets like 20, 21. So it's really similar to that, to give you an idea of scale of the mining operation. 899 gigahash. There's a lot of people mining this. So either a lot of people are just crazy and throwing their money away, or there's something we don't know. And guys, by the way, if you haven't seen any actual like publicity for micro Bitcoin, it's because this coin is not even designed or marketed towards the US yet. Micro Bitcoin has started out in South Korea. It's a South Korea based coin. They have some contracts coming up where they are actually going to start trying to pay people in this in South Korea. A lot of crazy stuff going. Is it going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. I don't want to FOMO the market or anything like that. I'm not telling you go out and buy anything. I'm not a big proponent of buying. I'm a miner. Mine it. If you got graphics cards, put them to work. I think any of these coins are a pretty good pick. But leave some comments down below in the description. What are some coins you guys are mining? What should I check into? What should I add to the list? And I already know that some people do want me to do an Aeon video on how to mine it. I'm working on that. I just want to get everything ironed out because it's a little bit different with the new Equihash algorithm. It really does favor the NVIDIA cards even more now. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for bearing with me throughout the time. And I hope everybody had a awesome turkey day, and don't eat too much because I'm about to go throw down. So have a good night. Adios.